Yeah, how's it going, my little kittens? We are back at it again with another video. In today's video, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a lot of yapping, and I mean a lot of yapping. It's not going to be like a rank video, a scrim video, a tournament video, or a gunsmith video. It will just be a video about me talking on why the game is at its current state. You know, is it bad? Is it good? Is the game dying? You know, is there like a chance to like make this game great again? And then those opinions or like whatever I'm going to say are my own opinions, and those are the things that I personally think Codm should implement to like actually make the game better, not just for me but for everybody else experience. You feel me? So first thing that I want to touch on would be the guns, the meta. As you guys know, the current meta is USS9 and Odin. You know, there's like other guns on the list up there, but the main two guns for me personally are the USS9 and the Odin. And the USS9 been in meta for almost a year, which is kind of crazy because like if you think about it, it would make sense if the USS9 was an AR or like an LMG, but instead it's an SMG, which is the craziest part. An SMG is dominating the entire game for almost a year. So like it gets boring you feel me? Like it gets to a point that whenever I get on to play rank, I get cooked by the same gun over and over and over again, and by players that I know that I'm 10,000 times better than them. The game is so cheese, you know, the maps are so terrible in rank. I really do think that Diesel, Vacant, Zoo, especially Zoo, bro, Zoo and Diesel, what's the other map for? Condor Hideout. Those maps, they gotta leave. They gotta remove those maps from the game. Especially, like, they gotta go. I do not want to see those maps ever again in rank. You know, they should bring back Apocalypse. That was a beautiful map. Hacienda, good map. You feel me? Like, I would rather have those maps over Diesel, Zoo. Like, I have never seen anyone say, oh, yeah, I enjoy playing Zoo or Diesel. You know, like, it's just camp fest. And they're just so ratty. You know, like, the current meta, it just makes it so bad. It makes it, it ruins my day. Especially, like, when you have bad teammates. Oh, bro, like, I just want to, like, punch a hole in my wall, you feel me? Which, ironically, I did already. But, you know, that's a different story to tell on stream. But yeah, I really do think they should change the meta. The gun USS9, it should be nerfed to the ground. I don't want to see the USS9 being the best gun ever again, you feel me? I want guns like the CPR, Switchblade, XM4, the Kilo, Type 19, Grau to be the main guns. Those guns are actually fun to use. It requires skill. The USS9, on the other hand, it doesn't. You just spray, shoot, two-tap someone, you get a kill, you're happy. You're not even good at the game. Like, you're just abusing a gun that's good. You know, there's literally no skill gap. It just who could shoot first, and that's it. You know, like, who has a faster reaction time at this point. But yeah, that's like the main topic that I want to get off my chest is the fact that, you know, the maps are terrible, the guns are terrible. If those two things get fixed, I really do think that Codm ranked itself will be so much better than whatever it is right now. You feel me? Because like, oh boy, like those maps, they like it brings some type of feelings of anger that I never felt before. But yeah, the next topic is that I want to speak on is the esports side of things. If you guys are watching the gameplay in the background, this was 2025 Codm World Champion, which happened yesterday. Majority of you guys don't even know that Codm has esports. You know, majority of Codm players are casuals. They're old. They're like unks. They're like in their 40s. You know, they just get off work, they hop on, they do ass, they got off, they hop on later at night, they do ass, they got off. They play the game casually, you know? So that's what the game or Activision is trying to take. They're trying to take that path of making this game casual friendly, which I personally disagree because those type of games, they deserve the hype, especially in esports. If you guys keep up with Codm esports, you guys know what happened. This game was chaotic. It was the best thing we've ever witnessed this entire year in terms of, you know, competing. So for this game to not have this much attention or like exposure, it just blows my mind. This game has the most players played out of every single COD title, and yet nobody knows about esports. Only like 1% of the fans know that esports actually exists. The rest, they just play pubs or rank or BR. Like they don't even know esports exists in Codm, which is craziest thing. So I really do think that Codm should really focus on esports, and they should implement whatever comp rules we have into ranked, because if they do that, then rank will be competitive and it will actually require skilled players to play it, and it will just make everything equal, everything even, which will just basically make almost everyone happy. Because for me personally and other content creators like Space, Vague, and such, we all complain about having bad teammates. Like for example, look at this dude, my whole team got cooked. I almost got triple nuked because of my team right here. And, you know, like it's just out of my control. Like the game is designed to give you bad teammates if you win a lot, just to make you lose. Just because like your SBMM is high, they're like, oh yeah, this dude is winning a lot. Let's give him bad teammates so he could lose. And then, it's like a bad thing. I think SBMM should be removed. They should implement competitive rule set into rank just to make the game better. So just more equal. I don't like the whole idea of like making it casual friendly. It's just not it. I really don't agree with whatever they're doing. This game was super good. Like 2 years ago, back in 2023. End of 2022, beginning of 2023 was super competitive. Was super good. We didn't have nothing toxic, no wild cards, no double operators. No thermites, no USS9s, no Odins. It was just normal guns that actually required skill to use. And yeah, that like those are like my main concerns on why this game, is fighting against its own self rather than saving itself. You feel me? If they fix the rank system, if they make it more competitive, if they remove those useless maps that nobody wants to play, if they make the guns balanced so it actually requires skill to use those guns, and if they implement competitive rule set into rank, and they actually focus on funding the esports side of Codm, which once again, if you guys do not know about esports, you guys should really get into it, because esports Codm is literally the most fun watch you will ever see in your life. It's really competitive, it's really entertaining, it's really good. It will literally make your heart beat. You will have the nerves, you will be stressed just watching those players compete at the highest level of this game. Like if you think you're good, you should watch those people. They're gonna like make you look like a noob. You feel me? And then the other topic is that I really do think that Codem should just tone it down with the lucky draws and stuff, because I was gonna mention that this game is operating as like a hole, like a black hole just for money. You feel me? Like they could, before they nerfed the USS9, they re-released the lucky draw again, so people could buy it, and then a few days later it got nerfed. They time it perfectly so you guys could buy the lucky draw, and then after the fact that you guys bought the draw, they will just nerf the gun. You wasted your money, the gun becomes useless, you gotta move on to something new. Then they were like, oh yeah, since the USS9 is not as good as it was before, we're gonna make a new gun meta, and then we'll release a lucky draw for it, like a mythic skin. People are gonna buy it, and then the whole cycle repeats. So I don't want the game to become that type of haven, I guess, or like that picture. I want the game to like actually have some sort of dignity, something to like actually carry on with this legacy, instead of just like releasing lucky draws every week and just like farming money off of its players. Because this game has the most active players out of every single COD title, and I think it's combined, if I'm not mistaken. This game hits like millions of players every single month, which is kind of crazy. You feel me? So those are like the main issues that I really think Codem should fix. Number one, balancing the guns out, making the game more competitive friendly than casual friendly, because I hate casual players. I hate when players get on my team and they make me lose. I hate losing, and that goes for like 85% of the players that I know that I played with. They hate losing. And then when you get like bad teammates that sell you on purpose, or like they're just naturally bad at the game, it makes my blood boil, because I lose, and then there's no one else to blame but them, and then the other person to blame is Activision for making those people get on my team. You feel me? So make the game balanced. You know, just keep it balanced. Remove SBMM from the game, and then implement competitive rule set into rank so it's more equal between both teams. You feel me? So yeah, I hope the message is received. You know, it's heard, because I care about this game. I love this game. I will never like stop playing this game. I have passion for this game, especially my competitive side. Like, I love competing. I've competed on stage for like 3 years. I want to compete more and more, but the lack of resources, the lack of attention, the lack of exposure just demotivates me, you know? So we got to do what we got to do, man. You know, I hope this video gets out. Since I'm number one, more people are going to see this video, so hopefully everybody agrees with me. You know, we might disagree on some things, but for me personally, I think if those things are implemented, this game will actually feel so much better, and it will have more people playing it, and it will actually become more fun and more enjoyable to actually play. Because if it wasn't for rank reset, I would just play the game for like 2 hours and get off. But since I'm number one, I gotta grind, so I'm forced to play this game for like hours and hours. And sometimes like I don't enjoy playing this game for hours and hours, because I always go against the same people. It's always the same meta. It's always the same maps. You know, it gets boring. So like, it gets to a point, man, I get bored and I get mad and I get annoyed. But let's see what the future holds for 2026. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you guys in a stream. So after this video is posted, I will be streaming after. So well, not after, but like hours after. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Peace out, bro. Peace out.